Okay, guys, let's look at this question. Identify the odd sentence. Sentence A: few countries are as good at energy efficiency as they ought to be. So, author criticizes countries' efforts. He says few countries are as good as they ought to be. The tone is negative. Essentially, most countries are not energy efficient enough. Okay. Sentence B: older homes can tend to be draughty, and in cold climates, many are reliant on fossil fuels for heating. If they are reliant on fossil fuels for heating, that is an example of lack of energy efficiency. So B is an example of A. They belong to the same context of discussion. That means in most countries, government intervention is needed either to regulate, to force people and businesses to undertake improvements, or to provide subsidies to make it more attractive. The first question is, what is this it? It may or may not mean energy efficiency. But then provide subsidies to make energy efficiency more attractive does not make much of a sense. This it must be a specific course of action. A specific course of action. Also, the specific course of action, people must be unwilling to undertake. Government, that means in most countries, government intervention is needed. Now, when would government need to intervene? When people are unwilling to do something. They are unwilling to adopt energy efficient ways. Okay. We are yet to see such a sentence which talks of people's unwillingness to adopt a specific course of action, a specific energy efficient way. So we have doubts. Okay. In warmer countries rather, improving air conditioning could reduce temperatures by zero point 0.4 degrees Celsius by the end of century through reductions in refrigerant gases as well as carbon dioxide. Okay. So author here recommends a way to make some countries more energy efficient. So recommends energy efficiency protocol or some ways to make warmer countries energy efficient. Okay, may or may not belong to the context of discussion. Simple measures such as roof and wall insulation, replacing windows, moving to low carbon heat sources such as heat pumps or something else, and modernizing air conditioning equipment in hot countries can yield large benefits while saving money by cutting energy use. So again, recommendation. Okay. Now, to form a context, therefore, we need a topic sentence which is A, where author tells us that not many countries are energy efficient enough. Only few of them are. Then he gives us an example. In cold climates, many are still reliant on fossil fuels. That is lack of energy efficiency. An example. Then he gives us two recommendations how to make in warm countries this can be done. Okay, but this government intervention is needed. It would be warranted only if we have a sentence that tells us about people's unwillingness to adopt energy efficient ways. Uh, Only then government intervention would be needed. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Hope you got it right. Cheers to learning.